Well, on Tuesday night, girls basketball faced the Weymouth Wildcats in their season opener with a somewhat new look, as a very familiar face is now at the helm, leading the Lady Raiders now. Former boys head coach Glenn Magpion, ready and more than capable to fill the void left by what was undeniably decades of successful winning seasons coached by Kristen Seary and Chris Molinay. So here in the first, Wellesley immediately jumps out with the lead, behind Katie Williamson's hot hand, nailing a tray and then running transition offense to perfection, allowing Emma Ivy to easily pass the ball up ahead to Williamson for another 2 points. And Wildcats down 7-0 have to burn an early timeout. With emphasis really on a pass-first offense shining through, the Raiders are able to build the lead even further, while Weymouth continues to struggle badly as they still cannot put any points on the board. That is not the case for Wellesley. On this play here, instead of settling for the jumper, Dorian Cohen takes the ball inside, makes contact and gets the foul and one for an old-style three-point play, and the Raiders, with their usual commanding defense, take the opening quarter easily, 17-2. Second quarter starts off right where Wellesley left off, with captain Catherine McNamara coming off the bench and banking it off the glass for her first 2 points of the night. Wildcats cannot seem to be able to defend the inbounds pass once again, and freshman Kelsey Zarley feeds it inside to Caroline Sullivan to make it 21-2 Raiders. Weymouth's only positive in the first half is guard Allie Reynolds, who puts up all but 3 of the team's points, as the deficit could have been even worse than it already is. Wellesley continues to have their way on both sides of the court. Dorian Cohen cuts in front of a Wildcats pass, and quickly Kelsey Zarley takes defenders with her, freeing up a wide-open Caroline Sullivan. Raiders walk into halftime with a commanding 30-7 lead. After 3 played and a 40-14 Wellesley score, we fast forward to the fourth and final quarter. Wildcats still trying to compete despite facing a huge double-digit deficit nearly all game. Get some much-needed points by Amelia Toy and 2 more by Allie Reynolds. But that unfortunately does not even make a dent to this Raiders lead. So up 48-19, Wellesley's bench gets some extended minutes on the court, and this young team definitely takes advantage of the opportunity, showing a lot of defensive hustle, further frustrating Weymouth, and quality buckets by Lenora Sperling and Summer Sims help keep that huge lead intact, and the Raiders get a convincing victory over the Wildcats by the final score, Raiders 58, Wildcats 24, as Wellesley rebounds from their road loss to Needham by getting their first win in their home season opener. Moving on to girls hockey, who have coasted in their victories over Needham and Woburn, outscoring the competition 12-1. And on Wednesday night, they also would face the Wildcats of Weymouth here at Babson. Opening period, Weymouth does a pretty solid job defending the puck, and goalie Lisa Bonomi battles off multiple shots by Cecily Doctor and Kaylee Donnelly that could have easily gone Wellesley's way. And so we remain scoreless deep into the first until Keely Korskaden steals the puck away, backhands it to Cecily Doctor, who quickly makes her move towards net, but gets tripped up, and while on her knees, sneaks the puck past the goalie. And it's a hard-fought score and a 1-0 lead for Wellesley. Less than 30 seconds later, Raiders again on the attack, and Kaylee Donnelly with a ton of speed skates down the ice and rips a wrist shot top shelf right into the back of the net. And if you blinked, you missed it, as Wellesley quickly has a 2-goal lead to bring into the second period. For Weymouth, or for any opponent for that matter, being down by 2 goals against a Raider defense that has one of the best goalies in the States, Megan King, is without a doubt a daunting task. And the few chances Wildcats do get in this matchup are quickly swallowed up by King and Wellesley's solid D. Later in the second, after Kylie Noonan's top-shelf goal puts Wellesley up 3-0, Weymouth's goalie Lisa Bonomi somehow though is able to help keep her team still in this game, defending a ton of Raiders shots on goals, that going into the final period, this 3-goal Wellesley lead could easily have been even bigger. So here in the third, what's needed for the Raiders is a quick score, someone to step up and help put this game away. And just under 20 seconds into the final period, that someone would be Cecily Doctor, as she steals the pass, dekes past 2 defenders, fakes out Bonomi, and buries the unassisted score. And that goal by Doctor, her second of the night, would crush any hopes of Weymouth finding any momentum. Still 4-0 Raiders in the third. A scary play happens here as a speedy Kaylee Donnelly gets undercut by a sliding Tamara Bowden and slams her back and head onto the ice. A tense few seconds there, as fortunately Donnelly is only momentarily dazed and showing a lot of toughness, even refuses to go back to the bench. So now on that power play, Kayleigh Donnelly proves she's just fine, firing the wrist shot and 5 holes it in. And that makes it Wellesley 5, Weymouth still nothing. And even though the Raiders may not have been at their best, the final score of 5-0 resounds the fact that even after a slow start, this team is loaded with pure talent. And every game, these players have the ability to grind out hard-fought wins, no matter the competition. With their back-to-back shutout victories, Wellesley now goes to 3-0 on the season. Well, that about does it for another edition of Raiders Sports Report. As always, thanks for watching. More Raiders action comes your way on demand at wellesleymedia.org, our YouTube channel, and of course right here on Comcast 9 and Verizon 39.